If you're anywhere near retirement, 60, 62, 65, your mailbox has probably been full of these free invitations for a dinner for two. And join us for a financial seminar to help plan your future retirement. You need to be very careful with these. These are marketing events. They are there to sell you products. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about in a minute when we're talking specifically about annuities, and that's what most of these things, if not Medicare, it's going to be annuities, and they're selling specific types of products, ones that likely will not fit you best for what you're looking to do. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And something to understand, when you go to one of these events, do you know what they call you? They call you a plate licker. So you are a plate licker coming to their dinner event for a free meal, and they're going to try and hustle you into a product by giving you a free piece of chicken or steak or whatever it may be. Some are at nicer restaurants, some are at kind of Golden Corral kind of restaurants, depends on what their budget is. But you will be qualified as a plate licker coming in, and they're going to hopefully take you from a plate licker to a customer and a client that's buying whatever they're selling. So be very careful with that. And it's unfortunate in the annuity market, the way that annuities are presented can be very misleading. And I don't know why the carriers don't get a hold of this, but there are things within annuities that are really kind of make-believe, that are kind of fairy tale, where they give you hypothetical type outcomes that almost never come true. So when we're looking at an annuity, what we need to be looking at is what is guaranteed contractually with the insurance company, your contractual guarantee that no matter what, that's what you're going to get without any hypotheticals. Now, it's possible you might get a little more and things might be a little rosier down the way, but in most cases, it's just not worth basing anything on financially because it can derail your plans completely. So I'm going to show you kind of how I do it and the things to look at when we're talking about an annuity, and primarily what we're talking about with an annuity in our stage. And I'm hopefully talking to 60-plus-year-olds that have built a nest egg, have a 401k, an IRA, a retirement plan, whatever it is, where you've got a chunk of money and you don't want to lose it. You want it to grow. You want it to provide income for the rest of your life. So you need to put it in a very safe vehicle to do that. And that's exactly what I look to do for you, is to protect what you have and make sure that you don't outlive your money. So pretty easy to do. And if you're going to need an income for the rest of your life, which is by far the biggest fear of anyone, it's a bigger fear than dying, the fear of outliving your money. We want our money to outlive us. So we're going to put it in a vehicle that no matter what, if we live to age 80, we're getting a monthly check. 90, we're getting a monthly check. If we live to an age 102, we're getting a monthly check, regardless of how much money we started with. So that's the beauty of this, is when you put it in, if you beat the odds and somehow you live to 105, you win. You win big, and you just are financially comfortable. So here, I'm going to show you on my screen what I look at, and I have the ability to survey the entire market when we are trying to find the right annuity, and we're talking about a fixed index annuity. That is the only type of annuity we should be looking at. Do not want to look at variable annuities, maybe in your 20s and 30s, maybe, but it's just the fixed index annuity is kind of new. It's only been around not that long, and it's not what annuities were 10 years ago, where they had bad reputation because they had high fees and locked in your money, use it and lose it, all that kind of stuff. Not the case with a fixed index annuity. Fixed index annuity gives you the ability to put your money in. It will grow based on something like the S&P 500, and it will never lose. If the market crashes, you stop at zero. You don't go to -1 or 2 or 5 or 10. You stop at zero. But if it goes up, you can go up 1, 2, 5, or 10. It just depends on the product that we put it in. So when we're looking for an annuity, I'll bring you onto my screen right here and subscribe to my channel. I'll run all sorts of illustrations. So whether this one fits you or another one is closer to what you're looking to do, it just makes it easy to understand. And I want to take the complexity out of this. It should not be complicated. You should understand it. You should be comfortable with it. So when we look at what we have right here, we're looking right now at a client that is 63 years old. You can see right up on top. This one's located in Delaware. And again, they can vary state by state, but this, we've chosen Delaware. $300,000 is going to be a lump sum payment. So whether that's coming out of a 401k plan, or that's coming out of an individual retirement account, or maybe an inheritance from other individuals that have left you money and you've got a lump sum of money that you need to do something with, that is what this is for. So when we look at what our options are, we're going to click on performance driven. And here, what we're going to do and understand how this works. So when you put in a lump sum of money into an annuity and you're looking for a monthly income, you could take it right away. So you could take it within a month from when you put it in. It kind of works just like Social Security. Social Security is an annuity. So if you took Social Security early at 62, it's going to be less than if you took it at 65, less than if you took it at 67, so forth and so on. Same thing with this. You're basically creating your own individual Social Security type account, where if you take the money immediately, it's going to be less. If you put it in and let it grow, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, it's going to be significantly higher when it's time to take that monthly income. So it just depends on our situation. So this person here, if they're 63 and they know they don't really need the money till 70, they're still going to be working, they got time to let it grow, they don't need the income right now, then we can let it grow and we'll have a much larger monthly check when we get to whatever time frame we need. But again, it's all personalized on whatever you would be looking at. So this one, starting at 63, and if we let it ride in there till age 68, you can see this is a 63-year-old male. It'll bring us down, and pretty simply, this is the number we want to look at, the green number. It is $32,269. If we change that to a monthly amount, some people like to see it monthly versus annual, $26.89 on a monthly account. This orange number is a hypothetical number. So it is the same in this situation. You can see it's different in these situations, but we just don't focus on the hypothetical. We want to focus on the guaranteed. So in this case, it'd be a really easy choice that North American would be the choice that we would want if we are age 63. We've got $300,000 to put in. We're going to leave it until we're 68, and then we're going to start drawing almost $2,700 a month. Now that $2,700 a month starting at age 68 will still be there at 78, we'll still be there at 88, we'll still be there at 98. So regardless, we will certainly have spent down our balance well before that if we're there at 98. And that's the whole point of it, that we can outlive our balance and still get that monthly check. So that's kind of a simplified way to look at this. And this is exactly what I want to do, is make it simple and only focus on the things that are absolutely guaranteed. So this will never go down. That monthly income will always be there. And there are other ways to change it a little bit. You know, if we waited and let it go till 73, so let's go to 10 years. Defer for 10 years. It's going to change that number to 38.58. So pretty significant. We didn't put any more money in. We just deferred it for another 5 years before we start taking it out. So it increases that monthly benefit. And again, that monthly benefit of $38.50 will be there at 78, 88, 98, 108. Maybe we'll get there. But that's the point, is it doesn't go away. And it also, if you only lasted a year or two in an annuity, whatever's left in your account goes to your beneficiary. So you don't lose it. It used to be in the old days, use it and lose it, or use it or lose it. Now it acts as a death benefit as well. So anyway, I'm happy to talk to you about this. It varies by state, by individual situation. Certainly requires a conversation. You need to just get on a phone call with me and we'll walk through it if it makes sense. It's not that hard to do, and it'll put your money exactly where you want it to be. Hope you found this helpful. Subscribe to my channel. I'll put out a lot more illustrations. Have a fantastic day. If you're considering adding an annuity to your retirement plan to guarantee monthly income for the rest of your life, I'd be happy to help. Annuities are purchased through life insurance companies, so you can't do it direct. You have to use somebody like me to help, and I'm happy to do that. And I have the software that allows me to pretty much see everything that's available. And I'm licensed in all 50 states, so I can help just about anyone create guaranteed monthly income. You can see right here on the software, it's very easy to navigate and to change options so that we can find what works best for us. Here we have a 5-year deferred annuity, which brings the monthly income at year 5. Now, we don't have to wait 5 years. We can choose whenever we want, but we can see very easily what would happen if we do. If we move it to 10 years, you can see it changes the income significantly, but you can set it up as a 10-year deferral and then choose to turn on the income at any time. Just visit my website, rolloverup.com. You can book a call with me. We can discuss it to see if it makes sense for you, and we can take it from there. Hope you have a fantastic day.